Hey guys, welcome back to Rising Angels Reborn. Major Picard report. I found the escape trails for the shuttles. Welcome back, Major. I found all 5 of their escape trails to throw us off. I bet you didn't find anything. I've already heard your story, Lieutenant. But she hasn't. I bet you're regretting not sending me along now, aren't you? The camp was abandoned. It didn't appear to be ransacked, but we were unable to locate any documentation or electronic devices. See, you should have had the real hero go with. Except for this data pad, we found it covered in dry blood and buried in the dirt. Captain Moonfollow was the one to find it. Excellent work. I also want to commend you on the hasty retreat. The storm you spotted appears to have grown in strength. Our sensors are reporting weather strong enough to prevent takeoffs. So much for going back there now. That storm, it could have been dangerous, but was that a simple coincidence or a sign of something more sinister? Zuri looks disturbed. Her frank smile from earlier being replaced by a restless look of distress. I'm going to bring her with me from now on. Even if she was wrong, she's got a good sense for the weather. I'd rather not be trying to search a site in a hurricane. Let me see that. Not so fast. Let me see that. Oh, that kind of hurt my throat a little. I haven't done in-depth investigation on it yet. We don't know the secrets it may contain. Power on. We should be doing this in a controlled location. It needs a password. Did you think to find that? Give it back. I snatch it out of the rude Kitsune's hand before she has a chance to inflict any potential harm. If you will excuse me, ma'am, I will report in once I determine what sort of secrets it may contain. Well, we do what? Sit on our thumbs? I already told you I have the location of the 5 outbound shuttles. To follow one of them, I'll give you a better idea of where I want to go after I work on this. Fine. Fine. This is not fine. This is actually dangerous. Unlike the storm we ran from. Trust in her soul. I do trust in Natalie. If she thinks we should continue forward while she works on the device, why can you not support her decisions? Because he doesn't trust any of us. Never mind them, my dear. Let us return to the lab and begin our work. I want to help. Me too. Alright, let's get cracking. Let us get to the site where Star thinks the runaway shuttles went. You can count on me. Us. Thanks, I won't let you down. A lot of dotting going on. I'm a little nervous with all 3 of you hovering over my shoulder. This is boring. Make something happen. It takes a while for my program to work. It takes a few hours before we can pull it all off the encrypted data off. Not off. Whatever. All of you will pardon me. I must do an inventory of our supplies, my dear. I gotta go as well. Bye. ... Go ahead and leave. I can tell you're bored of your mind as well. Aren't you bored as well? No way. There's too much mystery behind this. I want to be here for this. Be here the second this finishes. You're so motivated. I'm annoyed, it's more like it. Try as I might, there aren't enough clues to build any sort of my case. My report back to command is going to sound so weak and pathetic. I can feel my promotion slipping through the cracks, but I'm going to let it. How about you show me how to play candy shop? We need to focus on the job at hand. You look like you're about to tear your hair out. I am. Maybe you just need to think about it in a different way. By playing games, I would think that I should deserve a better role model than that, Zuri. It sounds so professional. I believe the real answer is that I would have broke... man, I'm terrible at reading. That sounds professional, I believe. The real answer is that I would have broke one out if the security cracking program didn't cause immense lag. I have an idea. Why don't you play some music for me while we wait? Or we could just sit here in silence and wait. I like that idea. You don't have to play if you don't want to play. It's okay. So much for that approach. I think I'm going to try and play my soundtrack of flute music and see if she'll play along next time. I know I'm being a bother, but I want to hear it live. Over the whir of the machines, I can hear faint muttering. I glance over at Zuri and see her lips moving ever so slightly. Do you want to tell me to shut up? Feel free. The lab is one place where rank holds no place. You think I'm a warrior, right? I am. I think I am. You are what you think you are. That's that. Wait, is this why you don't play for me? You can't be seriously thinking that. I think a good workout is exactly what I need right now. My coach will be so disappointed in how much I've been slacking. I'm not that stupid. You are what you think you are. So I'm a slacker? Do you think I'm a real warrior? I play more computer games than you know exist and barely passed my fitness test. No rank here. Tell me the truth. I don't think you are. Scholars aren't warriors. They're weaklings. but you seem like a really smart scholar, and I like you as a friend. I'm glad you think so. I like you as well. Also, like you're completely and utterly wrong. I'm a real warrior. Oh, then let's spar. I need to practice my stances. No, you have me sprawled on the floor. I'd rather not choose to have do my work later with a potentially broken bone. But you said you were a warrior. I am. I just fight a different type of battle than you do. I don't get you. Your scholars are all the same, trying to confuse me. Maybe you're just not trying hard enough to understand. Glowing green light catches my attention. I flick the transfer switch and sit down on my computer chair. Sorry, the rest of my life lesson is going to have to wait until later. It's ready? Is there anything I can do to help? Let me concentrate, and I'll show you how to be a warrior in the digital age. That's not a real fight. It never is when I'm involved. Damn. Transfer complete. The program reports that I have acquired all files from the data pad. The most boring and exciting part of the investigation begins. One by one, I have to sort through each one of the flies until I find something that is of use. People might call this an invasion of privacy, but I like to think of it as getting the mission done. Whoever owned this played candy shop too. Focus, Zuri. Sorry. The first thing to check is their personal documents. If there is one place I am going to find, it is in these incriminating records. Here I come. Music ticked by as I flip through each of the 20 massive files and documents. Occasionally I throw a non-suspect one to Zuri to keep her distracted. My excitement dwindles with each passing one. Most of them are standard issue textbooks. I even recognize a few of them from my schooling days. There isn't even a general theme. I've got an ancient civilization book on one side and a fancy book about dragons on the other. I pass the dragon one to Zuri, who dives right into it. Whoever owned this didn't keep records or journal entries. The only written documents I could find are for a composition course. I found a damn undergraduate's data pad. Damn it, worthless. If I could breathe fire and smash up with my massive talons, it would be so cool. Did any smash things at the site according to Soul? Would you want to do more? Would you want to do more of that? No, you're no fun. If you're 20 feet high, and you won't be able to fit you in the ship either. If you can't let me have my dream of being a super powerful piece of legends. I'm just curious why you'd want that. You seem to be powerful enough as you are. Nobody would dare fight me if I was such a messy monster. Protecting people will be easy. Did I read that right? I wasn't really looking. Oh, whatever. Dragons protected gold, not people. The mindless drivel coming out of my mouth is only stalling onset of fear. Some young student's notes on a course I once taught is going to solve this. Don't fear, Nat. We'll get through this. You'll find the clues, and I'll transform into a towering green dragon. Of course, Zuri. I'll show you how to warrior digital era fights. Really, Natalie, you can't appear weak. I flip through the pictures next. Nothing jumps out at me. The kid couldn't have been a year over 16. Where he is now, I can only assume the worst. I see a picture with a tall male and plump female, both graying hair. Parents. They're probably at home, wondering how their son is doing on his adventures in the galaxy. Mom, does she worry about me? If Dad was still around, I know he would. He was adamant that I became a professor. I become a professor and teach history, not travel the universe. This is why we fight. Yeah, you might not believe it, but Soul always used to tell me that he joined the force so kids didn't have to feel unsafe in our turbulent age. Really? Why couldn't he have said that? Does Soul seem like the type to admit something so weak and heartfelt? Having compassion isn't a weakness. It is when you put yourself in danger every day of the week. I flipped past the picture, unable to dwell on it any longer. It wasn't until the very last set of pictures that I finally find something of interest. Oh, transfer me that one. A towering limestone tablet with delicate inscriptions carved on it. I don't remember seeing this at a research site. A giant rock would have stuck out. The pictures come in a variety of angles. There are no notes associated with them, but I can only assume that the people who took these was excited. This rock was something important. Zuri, do you understand these inscriptions? I never seen anything like this before. I don't. Oh, Ignat Falasor Tuim. What? No. You can read it? Nope, I'm just saying random things to sound smart. Not sure if sarcastic or just trying to upset me. Sorry, I really don't have any clue what these things are. Do not ever joke like that again. What's with the random dots? Sorry, Major. I enjoy a good laugh, but not in the heat of things. Computer, cross-check. This was my cryptography database. database. I want to know what language this is. Yes, Major Pukao. Cross-checking with internal database before sending to external sites. Estimated response time from CIT Sector 3 linguistic database is 12 hours. 12 hours? Welcome to the joy of interstellar communications. We won't even be able to get a connection when we are in shift. I guess command is going to have to wait a day. Which reminds me, Lieutenant Starr, this is Major Pukal on private. If you want to talk to me, do it in person. Too pressing. Could you distinguish what type of shuttles left the shift trails? Even if I could, do you know how many different types of ships are out there? Billions. 3,822 known types of craft still in use. But I really just need to know if you can determine the size of ships. No, they're all the same stupid size. I just picked a random path, or do you only have one for me to choose? No, Lieutenant, I don't have any update routes for you. We just need to be on the guard. One of those escaping shuttles is carrying precious cargo. So you do have something. Not until I can confirm a few things. Pre-call out. Hey, wait. Didn't you hear that output of my call? Steffi wants you buckled up. We're going to make those shifts in 5 minutes. Roger. Out. Yeah, I forgot about the jump. Like I said before, you're not quite a warrior yet. I'm going to buckle myself down in my bunk and think this over. Wake me up in a few hours, please. Good night and good dreams. No, I don't want dreams. I want answers. Let it simmer for a while and the answer will come to you. I only hope that some answers to the mysterious script will be delivered soon. That we are not too late before the shuttles disappear on us. Natalie, are you awake? I am now. What's wrong, Faye? Well, I can't see why they paired up the Sunshine Twins. Haha. Sorry wanted me to come and wake you up. She said something about your data pad beeping. Oh, did my message come in? You can afford a few moments to grab a bite to eat with me, can't you? I want to talk to you about the camp. Even the mutt is invited. Apologize. Huh? For what? Apologize for Faye. She's not a mutt. You don't understand a thing. I understand that I'm not tolerant of this sort of attitude, even from you, Saul. It's okay, Natalie. Saul doesn't mean it. You know I mean every word of it, you sneaky, despicable dog. Saul! Saul, get back here. All I hear is a clink of boots give faint as he storms away. I'm sorry about that. I'm also sorry that I have to keep apologizing for him. Faye's fluffy tail hangs limp, and those crystal blue eyes of hers remain dim, but she waves my apology away with the brush. Some things never change. Some things should change. I don't want to start a fight between friends. They aren't very good at friend. If you don't know something about them that makes you angry, please don't. He's getting better. Honest. Our relationship is a special case. That doesn't make it better. You seem like a nice lupide. He shouldn't be so mean to you, or Zuri, or Alphonse, or anyone else on this ship. Slowly that soft, sleek tail of hers began to wag once more. Thanks, but there are some things you don't know. And again, there are some things I don't know either. Alright, you're right. There are things I don't know. Want to come with me to find out what Zuri wants? We can get some food afterwards. I can get a real story behind why Soul seems to hate you more than others. Brilliant. Natalie, brilliant. Sure. Hi, Zuri, I'm back. Huh? Nobody is here. Something is wrong. Do you hear that? It's all crinkly sounding. No, but I smell it. That smoldering electronic smell. It's just like when my radars used to overheat. But where's it coming from? I don't see anything from my lab equipment or any of my testing processors. But this room is pressurized and sealed to prevent potential contamination. It has to come from here. My eyes scan the room, but nothing jumps out at me. What the hell could have? I step further in the room. Didn't hear the noise Faye was talking about. It sounds like boots stepping on sort of glass. Oh. I looked down and rewarded by the sight of the obvious answer to who was stepping on glass. Shards of sparkling glass are scattered around the floor. Where did they... It takes all my self-constraint not to scream in primal rage when I trace the glass to its origins. My data pad, all of those hours, all of that data, my heroes. A ceremony honoring the dead warriors of over a dozen games. That's what I must do after I get this cleaned up. Heroes who will never see their adventures completed. I can't even begin to imagine the punishment that awaits Zuri when I find her. This sort of crime is unforgivable. She can't even be bothered to admit she broke my stuff. It looks like someone stabbed her data pad with some sort of cone-shaped object. No, Faye, they knocked it to the ground and stepped on it. The damage is obvious. I'm not talking about that one. What? I only own one. With almost care, she lifts up my precious clue. No, not precious anymore. The thin polymer shading has been defiled with a large hole gouged in the middle. I yanked my only lifeline out of Captain Moonfall's hands. No, no, no! This couldn't happen. I turned the power button again and again. The shattered scream as dark as my dreams. What beast could have done this? I wasn't like that when I left, I promise. I hadn't uploaded the command yet. All gone. Everything. I can feel myself deflating like a punctured balloon. Chasing the shadows was a shot in the dark. This, I hope. Now watch where you're putting those talents of yours. You smashed a couple of bottles at the site that I was going to inspect. Most people only say that they can trust me to screw things up. Get the moon follow. What would you say could cause that home? I don't know. A spike, maybe? Would you say that's what the size of the spikes on Zuri's wings? Maybe. I don't know what my heart feels like right now. It's empty as the void, but the heat of the unbridled rage burns strong in it. Lieutenant Zuri, screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't know what I'm yelling at. It's the painful hell of someone who's just lost their everything. No words will be able to explain my loss of precious information to command. No words can replace my only lead. No words can make sense of the pain in my heart. My sweet Major, whatever is wrong. I don't trust myself to speak. I can only raise my shattered dreams up. The research camp did it, data pad. What happened to it? Zuri, we don't know. Are you saying you did it? No, I didn't. Saul and Commander Vizuna sprint in. You knew his composure is strong and uncompromising, but Saul is within heart, and there's an almost panic or manic light in his eyes. Nally, are you alright? Calm down, Major Puko. Why are you screaming like a banshee on my ship? Look, I don't give two craps about some stupid trinket. Are you alright? Did she hurt you? Why does it matter? It's gone. The spike went right through the central drive unit. There's no way I can recover anything. If you want me to give her a look, I don't want you to shut the hell up, Nap. There are more things to find out there. Are you alright? I'm physically fine. I came as fast as I could. What's wrong? Zuri. It seems odd that our security officer would take so long to respond to an emergency. Odd? This is my downtime. You decided to go off shit right after this? This? What this? Don't lie to me. Really, I don't know what you're yelling at me about. This. She shoved the broken pad under her nose and watched those green eyes widen in terror, clearly frightened that I knew of her foul deed. Natalie, oh my. Why are you looking at me? You didn't think I did this, do you? Did Faye leave before you? Yes, Faye left and then I left. It was fun before I left. I swear upon the winds I do. You were the only person here. You were the only person who could have done this. I'm afraid the hole caused by whatever damage that pad matches your spike size. I know your measurements. You have spiked wings too. Mine are much too big to have caused this. For your next question, I was with Kylie trying to fix the bathroom. Then there was my personal data pad crushed. It could have just fallen. There's a boot print on it, a large one like yours. Saul's big feet. Maybe he came in here and tried to frame me. You all know he doesn't like me or non-humans. I glanced at Saul out of the sea of hostile faces. He is the only one that is calm and collected. I figured he would be the most upset person. This incident confirming his anger over Zuri. But it's not. If anything, he looks contemplative. Lieutenant Zuri, the Major was with me during the time in question. You would do well not to cloud our investigation with bias and petty insults. You have a history of stepping on things, don't you? Who else could have done it but you? Stop lying to me. Stop lying to all of us. You broke both of them by accident, I am sure, but you did it. This is my only clue, Zuri. My only hope, and you smashed it. You destroyed them both, and you can't even find the courage to admit it. What sort of warrior does that? Please not. On my order is a warrior. I swear before the winds I didn't do it. You have to believe me. She's pleading with me. Her tone as hurt and weak as mine. My anger is draining out as it begins to vent from my heart. She was the only person who stuck with me during the dull time. I don't want to think she did it, but the facts are the facts. Zuri was the only one who could have done it. Zuri wouldn't lie to me. I must have gotten to know her, but I can feel in my heart that Zuri wouldn't lie to me. I have to have faith in my crew. I need to start considering more than just the damning facts. There's more here that has to be done. I've let my fear overtake. Wait, what? I've let my fear take over my mind. My emotions are swirling around like a vortex. I'm not thinking straight. Okay, Zuri, I believe you. Nat, Major Puko, you are allowing your emotions to cloud your judgment. Excuse me? The evidence you have submitted is the proof I need. Lieutenant Zuri, you had the means, the history of cleverness and opportunity, but that you continue to deny your guilt is conduct on becoming an officer. Quite appalling, but until I can determine what your punishment should be, you are hereby restricted to your quarters. Myself or Major Hackett will escort you for food at designated periods of the day. Confined? I will determine what sort of punishment this active Natural glints, I guess. I don't know. Warrants at a later time. Captain Moonfall, please inform Lieutenant Starr that she'll be rooming with you on alternate sleep cycles. Yes, ma'am. Major Pokal, report to me the damage after you do a less emotional assessment. I will comply. And you're coming with me back to your quarters. I didn't do it. Keeping your mouth shut and not making your situation worse will be wise. But I didn't do it. Lieutenant, I didn't. Why don't you believe me? If you had proven you were more trustworthy in the past, it wouldn't have had to end this way. If you will excuse me, my dear. So, you haven't said anything this whole time. I was pondering the mysteries of the universe. Tell me, Natalie, why did you think Zuri is innocent? The evidence is against her. I can't let my anger at the situation dilute my understanding right now. Every single piece of evidence suggests that it was Zuri. That fact alone makes me suspect others. Everything just seems too convenient. Even if she hadn't been the last confirmed person in the room, we would have suspected Zuri due to her nature of not watching her surroundings. If we considered a second suspect, Zuri logically would be the first person I'd try to pin the blame on. As you saw, nobody would question it. Then there are the circumstances surrounding it. Where did she go? Less than 10 minutes passed between Faye leaving and my arrival. If she was really the one who smashed the pads, she should have been near the scene and one of the first to respond. She could have waited, perhaps, but what also bugs me was her defense. Most criminals would have tried to show an alibi to prove their innocence. Zuri didn't. She just repeated that she didn't do it. It makes me feel like she really believes that she didn't do it. Then there was damage to the recovered pad. I didn't consider this in my anger, but what sort of weird angle where she had to be at to do that? What about her martial arts? In my lab, I give her some credit. Besides, there was no other damage to the rest of the room. What do you think? Do you want to know what I think? I'm letting my emotions blind me early, so look at me. You're letting yourself be blinded by presumptions. Now, I fully agree with you. I think Zuri is innocent. Huh? Aimless is a situation where we could have had two culprit framing Zuri and matches my thoughts. You just missed one very important detail, though. Oh? As hard as for me to say it, you missed the emotional aspect. Zuri is not the type to lie. She believes that babble about being a real warrior and is almost always truthful. She'll dodge questions like no tomorrow, but she has never straight out lied to me. If she is innocent, I am forced to believe her. There's something belittling about being told to look at the psychological aspect of a case by soul. Still, I agree. Zuri seems so innocent. So open. Line doesn't fit my picture of her. But if we conclude that Zuri is innocent, you're going to be forced to face another unpleasant fact. Someone destroyed those data pads. They didn't want me looking at those pictures contained. Pictures? I explained what limited findings I had gathered before my information was ripped away from me. Just like when I first thought about it, the look of worry and irritation crosses his eye. The report said that they were looking into an artifact, not a giant rock. You didn't recognize the language? It was gibberish. I might be able to do some from memory, but without the original, we had no idea what it said. Could the shuttles have been dispatched to find the pieces of some weapon and rock with directions? Maybe. If the writing was coordinates, it was done in a prose format. My problem now is not what was written on them, but why someone decided to destroy that information. What would they gain by thwarting your investigation? Determine the why, we must determine the who, or a list of suspects is rather large. I have an alibi, as does Commander Rasuna. I also highly doubt that you are suspecting this. Of course, I'm not smashing my own stuff, idiot. I was sleeping. You walked in. That's right, he walked in with Faye. Could either of them or Rasuna have done something when Zuri left? But before getting me, the alibi isn't airtight. That doesn't even discount the possibility that Rasuna and Soul are working together because they don't like my mission here. Any presumptions I make now are premature. I need more facts, no matter how strong our bond is or how foul. I feel about it even considering it. I need to keep all logical options open. I hate this. I don't want to think ill of Soul or Zuri. I just want to find out what happened to these researchers. Why does someone have to butt in? Why don't you go talk to Zuri while I try to convince our Lucius, I don't know how to say that, commander of why Zuri shouldn't be confined. You do that? Of course, though it is a colossal waste of time. She'll say you're emotionally compromised by your feelings towards Zuri, and I'm compromised by my friendship with you. Well, what feelings? She's a member of this crew, and deserves to have our full support. It just meant that you two seem to be friends. You sure did seem to be dismissive of that, Natalie. You're just cruel. Why are you even helping Zuri anyway? You hate her. It comes with the title of executive officer. You have to look out for all of your troops, no matter how annoying or how small their lizard brain is. A leader. That's right, your job is to find out the truth. Mine is to make sure it doesn't destroy people in that process. I should get going. as well. Just don't let her know I'm worried about her, alright? Because people might think you have a heart. Because they need to respect their superior officer. We don't need any more discipline failures on this ship. Sure, good luck, Saul. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I think I've been doing this for over 20 minutes now, I think it's a good time to end the video. So, guys, I'll see you in the next time. Thanks for watching.